Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you guys are ready for a brand new video in the Disneyland universe here in Minecraft, of course, not in real life. But today we have a beautiful new episode. We get a lot done in this episode. If you have not seen the title, you're blind, but we are doing New Orleans Square this episode. We're just doing the exterior. We're not doing any of the inside stuff, unfortunately, but as you can see, this episode we get New Orleans Square done. I was really excited to get into this area because, first of all, it kind of connects the Haunted Mansion that I built last episode. Check it out on my channel. It connects that area over to the rest of the park, you know, Adventureland and Frontierland, where it kind of connects up. I kind of halfway had it finished with the pathways and like some trees and stuff, but I really didn't have this whole like back area with all the New Orleans buildings and these shops here. I didn't have any of that done, which you can see me building right now. But yeah, we're getting that all finished up here, so then this side of the park will look a lot more finished. And this side of the park, Frontierland and Adventureland, this area is already like the more completed side of the park, because the other side I just have Tomorrowland, which is not really that complete. So I definitely want to get back over there eventually. So we will get back over there eventually, but for now we are over here developing this little area of land, and you can see me just making all the buildings and stuff, all the facades for the shops that I build. And the building I'm building right now, actually, with that cyan concrete, that's the restaurant that lets you like look into the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. I forgot what it was called. The Blue Bayou. That's what it's called. The Blue Bayou restaurant. So yeah, we're gonna get that in eventually. We didn't do it this episode. Like I said, no interiors, but we got all the exteriors and stuff, and I'm really happy with how this little area turned out. Like, I like these bridges and stuff, like going over the pathways, and it's like its own little enclosed space and stuff. And I like the amount of bushes that are in here, because you guys know I love my bushes. We're gonna get a lot of bushes done in this episode. But yeah, this whole area is like its own unique little area. Of course, it's its own land, but I really like the vibe that this gives off. Kind of like Main Street, but like more condensed, because you have all these different buildings like in their own little streets and stuff. But I think that with Main Street, it's more like I said, it's more open and not as condensed as in here. And I think that this really like was a challenge for me to try to put as much detail I can in a much little space as possible. And I think I did a great job. I don't know about you guys, but I think I did a fantastic job with all these details and stuff. And also working with slabs. Like, I usually work on flat block grounds, but for here I had to work with some slabs area. Like you see on the left side, that pathway is all slabs right there, so I had to work with the buildings and stuff like that. Kind of a pain, but you know, it's alright. What can you do? But right now we're working on this little terrace, like outside of these buildings, with some nice, beautiful trees, and some seating areas, and some umbrellas, and some what are those called? Like the shades off the side of the building. I don't know. I don't remember what they're called. But you know, we built those stuff. And then we're going to come over here and we're going to do the exact same thing pretty much that we just did. Alright, now it's time for our segment of the subscribers of the video. Joining us on this board, we have, first off, Jack Boyd for this lovely comment here. Thank you, Jack. I appreciate it. Welcome to the castle board. And finally, we have Drake Chavez. Thank you for your lovely comment. I appreciate yours as well. Thank you, both of you, for the lovely comments. And let's get back to the video. This area is actually a really big seating area. And when I went to Disneyland, I ate in this area. I've eaten in this area before. I don't usually go to New Orleans Square because I don't really do a lot of shopping at Disneyland, but I just do the Pirates ride, and then, you know, get out of New Orleans Square, move on, because New Orleans Square is really just a bunch of shops and restaurants pretty much, and then the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. But other than that, like, I don't really go here that much, so it was cool to kind of look at the stuff, look at what goes on in here, and yeah, I'm kind of becoming a fan of New Orleans Square. So next time I go, I might want to hang out here for a little longer. But now we're coming around the back side. There's a lot of these like little alleyways and stuff in this area, but we're coming around to this back alleyway alongside the train line. You can see in the bottom right, the purple is the train line that has not been built yet, but we are building it in this episode. So yeah, we're in this little back corner area, getting all that stuff up, and we're also in this big kind of pavilion, working on this big seating area, like I said a few seconds ago. This is like a, I forgot what it was called, I'll remember in a second, do not worry, but this area is the, I forgot what it was called. I've seen the signs when I'm looking on Google Maps, but I can't remember what this is called. Whatever. But we're making these umbrella things right now, and I think it really looks nice. So yeah, that nice little covered area gives off a real nice vibe. Mint Julep Bar, that's what it is. I remember. That's the Mint Julep Bar. So there we go. That's nice. Getting these trees in, covering up this area. This is one of the more like heavily treed off areas of the park around this sort of area, and that tree is blocking half the view, but that's okay, because now we're working on the train station in the very back of New Orleans Square, and this kind of just finishes off this whole land here, just with this back sort of, I guess, border. People can't go on the other side of the train line, so this is kind of as far as they can go, and it's a nice little border for this land. But right now we're just working on the pathways and where the planters go, and then in a few short moments we will get started on the actual train station itself, and the little stuff on the other side of the train station, the little buildings and stuff, and we get some shrubs and some nice bushes going in, and this area gives off a real nice vibe. I like the whole vibe of this whole land. I've said it enough, but I like the vibe of this whole land. And I just remembered, during this episode, I found this cow, and I decided I didn't want to kill him because he was just chilling. So I got a name tag and I named him Ed. And I think every episode we're just gonna check in on Ed and see what he's up to around the park. Maybe he'll wander around, but I don't know. We'll see what he's up to. But we have a new mascot. It's Ed the cow. So I hope you guys want him, because I do. And shout out Ed in the comments below. Give him a good shout out, because he deserves it. He is here to stay. But yeah, we're coming to the other side of the train station, like I said, with these little buildings here. And right now we're working on a water tower, and this whole little station here. I think the water tower gives it, it's like icing on the cake. It just tops it off real nicely, I think. But now we're coming around back, adding in some bushes and shrubs, so you don't see the super flat world that this whole park is built on, because that kind of breaks the immersion. But yeah, and on the other side of this little shrub area, back by the Haunted Mansion building and all that back there, we're going to be working on some backstage stuff, and that's where Downtown Disney's going to be, and then eventually California Adventure. When I get to that, I still have to finish this part before I start the next one. But hopefully eventually we'll get the whole resort done. That's my end goal. But yeah, now we're coming to the actual train line, and we're working on these kind of buildings here for the train line in this back little corner of New Orleans Square. And then we're getting this planter filled in over on the left side of the screen with a big old tree. And I think the tree really gives this area the nice little finishing touch that it deserves. It really fills the area up, and I still need to put in some trash cans and stuff around the area, I think. And I think this whole area needs like a few minor finishing touches, a few minor details before it's finished, and then of course the interiors need to be done. But other than that, this episode is pretty much just all New Orleans Square, just busting it out all in one episode. That's what I like. We love it. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy this video, and here are some cinematics. Stay tuned for the next episode, and until then, goodbye!